So, well, wilding out, like, did you have to choose between you and your brother getting on, or the invite was only just for you?
I didn't have, we didn't have to choose anything. They did that. Like we both went to the auditions and I don't care. Let Nick tell it. Nick wanted me and my brother.
Mm-hmm.
It was supposed to be me and my brother, but then it was he was like, man, the network didn't want to do this, and whatever. Okay, my brother is funny,
Yeah.
guys. Thank you.
Well, do you think, since you lasted so long and you've talked about people not lasting that long on the show,
I've never,
getting.
I've never said nobody didn't last no long. Don't put those words in my mouth.
I didn't put that in your mouth,
You
pause,
just,
but
you just said it. You just.
listen. You talked about how people would audition, and you seen people audition, make it through, and make it last only one episode.
I did. I did say that, but I didn't say that to you. Where are you getting this stuff from?
I do research.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah. What about it?
So I mean, just saying that, like seeing that happen, like were you ever worried that that might happen to you?
Mm-hmm. Man, it's a. I wasn't worried that it happened to me, but it's a like. I'm glad you asked me these questions because there's a lot of stuff that people don't like really know. Like, and it's so funny. When I got there, I'm on stage with a bunch of stand-up comedians, people that's really been doing this. You know what I'm saying? I got caught because of YouTube. And Nick said he'd been watching our videos since high school and he was a huge fan already. So I appreciate him for that. But when I got on stage and I seen how quick these guys improv and do this and do this, I said, oh, I'm in trouble. Like, I don't think I'm gonna do well on this show because like I haven't found myself yet on stage. And, you know, that's when I realized like, yo, wait a minute, dude, they don't try to be like the people that was already on here. They brought you on here for you. You know, they brought you here for your fan base. Like, can do what you do online. You just bring it to the stage. So I'm on stage when I started doing like it was crazy because Spanky, he this was like the most nervous thing that ever happened. It was me and Tim, and it was so crazy. And people don't know this how things popped off. But when we first got there, right, Spanky didn't know who we were. He was on there for so long, he was looking like, all right, they got newcomers coming in. Who is these cats, right?
Right.
So anytime we'll meet up, like they'll bring the cast out to dinner and lunch, bowling, or whatever it is, just to get everybody acquainted. We were cool. Everybody was cool. And then before taping, I guess Spanky went back and did some research, like for the wild style battles and all that stuff. And he seen me dressed up as a girl, doing the thing. He seen Timothy Delgado doing what he do. And we had to wake up early in the morning, right? So we all in the green room getting dressed. Spanky comes in there and he goes in. Oh my God, like nobody knew it was coming. He walked in and said, you're freaking, you're gay. Oh, I just watched what you're doing. I'm finna kill you on stage. Then he looked at Tim and he was like, you too. Like, I did not know both of y'all was, oh man, y'all stupid. Like, he was going in. It was almost like he was on drugs or something. Like, he was disrespected, like violating like me and Tim, like all day. All day he let us know. It was like being bullied in school. When they was like, the bully keep coming to you, I'm like, 3 o'clock behind the trash cans, it's going down. He was just all day. So I'm nervous because this is my first show. Like, this man is talking about ripping us on stage. Then that's when I had kicked in. I was like, man, I gotta find something to say. I don't know. So that's when it hit me. I went back and looked at some of the old Wild 'N Out episodes, and I was like, Spanky has been on this show since BC. I was like, I ain't never seen him in anything else. I said, oh, okay, there goes something. And then when we got there, it was crazy because he hit me with the line, didn't work, which helped in my favor. And then I told him, I was like, bruh, I said, you did your research and said something. And I looked at him, I was like, man, you been on this show for this many long, nigga, you need this job. Or whatever, however I wrapped it, they went crazy. And I was like, okay, you can't be afraid of these people. Like, you gotta do what you gotta do. So that's when I started to slowly, find myself on stage, and I learned how to, do what I do and bring what I have to bring to the table. And
Right.
thank God, man, this is my 5th season. Winter, we're supposed to be winter episodes, but we got 11 more episodes. We shot 21 episodes. 10 was already, put out. We got 11 more coming soon, so y'all be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, it's very successful. I'm kind of glad it came back. It seemed like it was like gone for a bit, at least.
Yeah,
and then
it was.
It revived. What was your most memorable celebrity face-off?
I honestly, I would just have to say the Kevin Hart one, when I told him, congratulations on your success. I want to see you prevail, but you only at the top of comedy because Cat Williams is in jail. And the reason why that was the most memorable for me, because it was like a premiere. And at the time, the management, they threw like this huge party and for everybody to come out. So, it's nervous. Like, I don't like that type of stuff. Like, don't throw nothing for me, man. I'd rather just be at home watching it on my TV. But they made it, they made it huge and paused, and they just did all this stuff and then brought all the people out. And when I said that line in front of everybody, the place went crazy. So it was like, oh, okay, that's what's up, man. They did me some justice on the show, giving me enough camera time and all this stuff. But it, like, back to what you were saying, is real though. Like, people look, oh man, do y'all rehearse? It's like, it must be easy to get on that show and da-da-da. It's really not, man. I've seen people, like, cause audition is crazy. They go through hundreds and hundreds of people, and then they'll fly out, 40 to 50 people,
Right.
to audition. And I've seen people that has a strong presence online, they go to auditions, make it all the way to California, matter of fact, make it all the way to the stage on show day, and just flop, like, bad. And the thing is, you get paid for however many episodes you're on, which is a good thing. At least they got their money. But if they cut you out and you only got like 2 episodes and they cut you out, you might as well have had no episodes. And it's sad for those people, because they did all that promoting on their Instagram to their family members and friends, like, yo, I'm gonna be on Wild Now, da, 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 da. And then when they looking for you, you just quiet. It's not about your presence. It's not about how many followers you have. If you not funny on that show, especially New York crowd, they'll give you a concrete, strong boo. They don't even drag the boo out. They just, boo, nigga. And they won't laugh at anything. So you better be some type of entertaining when you hit that stage.
But I mean, like, how hard is it with so many like restraints? Like, you can't, you talked about like Nick came up to you guys and said that some things for Iggy Azalea were off limits for other artists as well. I mean, I know, but like, when you have some good, some good stuff, like good bars at least to use, and you can't use it, that's like, they're kind of setting you up to fail.
It's like, I mean, I understand it, because Nick has a relationship with those people.
Right.
And a lot of people don't want to admit it, but Wild 'N Out is a huge, like, that's a platform. Like, it's a springboard for you to do other things. But it's huge, man. Everybody watches Wild 'N Out. I don't care about no guys flexing, nobody saying, oh, that show lame, we don't watch that no more. Man, that show will open up so many doors for you, right? So, at the time, Iggy Azalea was going through it. Like, people were dogging her on radio station, this, that, and the third. So when we heard we was getting her on the show, I felt bad, because I was finna get off in that ass. I was finna get off in that. But, that they'll come to Nick and just be like, hey, I'm promoting my album. That's what it's all about, just promotion. And they was like, man, I don't know what was literally said, But again, for Nick to come back and be like, hey man, stay away from this, stay away from this, stay away from this. I got relationships with these people. It's my show. You know what I'm saying? Not on no arrogant stuff, but he was just like, be
Business move.
yeah, business move. So yeah, it's tough to have a really, really good plead the fifth question or a good bar or whatever you want to say, but you can't because you next to getting fired if you say anything. So it's like, and it can I'm not gonna say it water downs the show because nobody knows. Nobody's
Right.
gonna sit there like, oh no, he had something better there. I know he did. Nick just told him not to say it. They don't know. They don't know what you finna say.
Right.
But it's honestly, man, it's a lot of stuff. Like I love telling this because you have to. I would encourage. Unfortunately, this can't happen, but anytime we shoot again, get your tickets. Come to the live shows because what you see on TV that's watered down. It's cut. Doing 22 minutes, how did it work with the commercials and whatever. Get you a live ticket because anything can go down. Like one episode may last 2 hours because it's like, yo, they ripping the stage. Like, and I'm not gonna lie to you, it's a lot of stuff that they cut that can make or break your career. Like, I done said so much stuff on that show, and I've watched, some of my castmates say so much stuff on that show that if they air this, it's not nothing disrespectful or bad or anything. It's just OD funny, and it's like you see people, their reaction, but they got to give certain people, they got to give everybody they shine, and they can't put all the good stuff in there. So I think they should come out with an uncut or unseen on the website or something. But like one of the episodes, I was so excited, and I was like, man, I can't wait till the world sees this. But it's this game called Star Sightings, and it was just like they would say, hey, who you got in the crowd, and you would have to go out and get a celebrity lookalike and all this stuff, and who we got in the building. So I went to these two, God bless their heart, I went to these two big girls. I mean, they were, man, they was finding other people. They were huge, right? And when I thought of the idea, I was like, man, I hope they don't be mad at me, but it's for the camera. So I get in between both of them by the grace of God, of course, and we was just sitting there. And he was like, yeah, all right, Emmanuel, who we got in the building? I was like, oh, it's such a treat here on MTV2 News. I can't believe it. Everybody was wondering where it went, yada, 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 yada. Give it up for all the weight that Rick Ross lost. And when I say, man, oh man, that place went crazy. I said, after I got down there, like one of the producers came up to me and he was like, you have no sense. I was like, but it's gonna make good for the show, right? He's like, brilliant. So it didn't make the cut. Like they didn't air it. And I'm looking for it. I'm like, do you know if people actually see the stuff that I say and that these other people say that gets cut? Do you know how many more doors are open up? Like, come on, man, we gotta extend it. We at least, we're not gonna shoot a lot of episodes. We at least gotta extend make it wild, not like an hour-long show. Cause
Right.
it's so much stuff that y'all don't see that y'all would lose your mind if they let us say it if it actually makes air. So I encourage people, man, come out to the live show and just have a good time, man.